And Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you out. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. They'll throw on first down to Jackson. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A huge play there right off the bat. 41 yards.
Well, partner, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Jackson. Out to his left. He's going to take off with it. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Derrick Henry. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Mostert, and not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And that's complete to Gates. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First and 10 at the 49. 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Double that free. Double that free.
A first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Jackson steps away. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Third and 2, here's Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Well, hey, CD, we talked about some of the guys that were going into the Hall of Fame, the 15 that we already know. But of the more modern-day players that are finalists, who do you think's going to get in?
That is really, really difficult. I'm glad you asked because it gives us a chance to kick it around just a little bit. Tony Baselli, the left tackle, a lot of people have not put him in, I think, due to longevity. But when he played, he was as good as it got. I mean, the best in the game. I think it's his time. I think he's going to find his way in, even though there's a backlog of offensive linemen like Steve Hutchinson's available. Alan Fanika's available. If you have to pick a safety out of this crew of Leroy Butler, Steve Atwater, John Lynch, Troy Polamalu, good luck on that one, although I think Polamalu is going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. I think he gets in. I think Edgerrin James, the running back, it's his time. He should have been in a while ago as far as I'm concerned. It's time for him to go ahead and get his due and get in. And if you're a receiver, good luck. Torrey Holt, Isaac Bruce, Reggie Wayne, who do you pick out of that crew? So I think a few guys who are deserving will get overlooked again, like a Sam Mills, the linebacker, or a Zach Thomas. But all in all, it's going to be a very strong class.
And we will find out who the 5 are that will go into Canton with the other 15 the night before the Super Bowl on Saturday. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. A first down carry for Barkley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
At the 31-yard line.
You must be getting tired.
From the 31. Jackson, he's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Julian Edelman, 31 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On second down now. It's Smith, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Third down and 9.
Not today, Mark. Not today.
To throw on third down, Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And give him a gain of 37.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. This is Mostert. And an alley to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Here's Mostert. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Here's Wilson to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Time to take a moment here, revisit this year's Pro Bowl. Played just a few exits down I-4 from the Madden home office, actually. But John Harbaugh of the Ravens, Pete Carroll of the Seattle, they were the coaches, and it was Harbaugh's AFC team who came away with a victory. Their 4th win in a row for the AFC.
4 in a row.
How about
AFC.
All 4 of those wins coming in Orlando. But, of course, Charles, it was a tough day in the sports world with the passing of Kobe Bryant was on everyone's mind. It kind of put a cloud over everything on Sunday.
It certainly did, and the way that news spreads nowadays, the game had really started before the news was official. And it kind of broke during the game, and obviously it spread to both sidelines. And a number of guys would know Kobe, but if they didn't know him, the respect factor across all sports for the superstars and the greats of every game and every sport, you kind of saw it as that game played out.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He'll buy some time right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Trying for Edelman again. This time he's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Push him back. 50. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day offense. It's going to be a long one.
And Jackson throwing once more, escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. Let's go now. Stick to y'all on. Stay with your man. Two times.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
You don't want no problem from me.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And able to haul it in is Kittle. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Check. You know it. Come on, boy.
From the gun, it's Wilson. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bruce Smith brings the heat, gets the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Wilson toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got him in, complete. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 74 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
50 seconds to life. I got it.
They'll try and run forward with Smith. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. Here's the former Raven fullback, Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Now it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack. Taken down at the 2. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. And now Jackson will look to throw it. On the move to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
50, Mike, 50. Man, I got you.
To try again after the sack. Jackson flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra time.
Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the interception, here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. John Randall coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, they set up the screen to Emmett. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. On 1st down, Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 30. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Edelman was the intended target. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Bruce Smith able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now Wilson, he's going to go up top. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. George Kittle there to make the grab. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Barkley with a carry on first down, and he'll get about 4. So 2nd and 6 forthcoming. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. They'll run on first down. Barkley, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Jackson on first down. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They go play action with Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost him. We could have a great finish.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So that'll do it for Charles Davis, the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Big D.